And welcome. Lucky I caught that. I was looking at the screen and it was counting down, saying starting record in 5, 4, and then it just jumped to 1. So, um, yeah, luckily I wasn't being too much of a dickhead. And
And we weren't talking absolute rubbish.
no, that's exactly right. How are you, mate?
Good, yourself?
Yeah, kicking goals, drinking beer, having a good
Yeah,
time.
yeah,
Yeah,
nice. Talking about
yourself?
beers. Yeah, good. Busy sort of work. Got new students in this year, so we've got a lot going on.
Nice. Yeah, I'm delivering beers to the awards tomorrow and getting
Yes.
that out of the way. So
Yeah, get that out early rather than leaving it to Friday and going, oh crap, what are we going to do?
yeah, or trying to fight the traffic and get there on time. So
Yeah. And then
yeah,
lined up with every other man and his dog that's left it to
yeah,
the last minute.
not going to happen, mate. I'm determined to get in there and
Get it done.
yeah, yeah, and also hopefully another change to my microphone again this week. So hopefully things are a little bit clearer again. Don't know whether that's going to work or not, but
We'll
no one's
find out.
complained this time.
No, well,
In
that's
the
good.
last episode.
No complaints are good. Let's try and keep with that. I'm
Yeah,
okay with
I
no
hate the sound of my
compliments.
own voice, which might surprise some people, but I actually do.
Even worse when it sounds like shit.
100%. I'm like, who is this fucking idiot? Um, no, it's the good thing is that you don't hear your own voice the way that everyone else hears it. So when you listen
Oh,
back to it on a recording, it sounds different anyway. So
yeah, it sounds awful.
um,
I hate it as well.
yeah,
You're not
yeah.
you're
But
not
I
the only
always
one.
listen to every recording just to see what other people hear. Like if I've said something, because once I've said it, it's gone. I don't remember it.
No.
So I listen back just to see what everyone else says because if people comment and ask me questions, I need to have an answer. Because
Yeah. You're like, what was I talking about again?
that's right. That's right. Mate, you got a beer?
Yes, I do. I've actually got Samuel Smith's, the old Taddy Porter.
Oh,
So
nice.
I've got it. Oh yeah, I've not gone local this time. I've gone English and gone with the old school Taddy Porter.
Yeah, yeah, nice. I'm sticking with the brand.
Yeah.
My last can of Overdust
Oh,
that I had in the fridge. I was going to have a Singularity, but I opened the fridge and saw an Overdust, and I was like,
God.
I might just pull that one out. And, yeah, so cheers.
Cheers. Yeah, don't look at the glass.
Mm.
Let's not do that.
Yeah, well, what have you been to Hendo's place?
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm taking advice
Oh,
from
and his
him not cleaning
glasses.
glasses.
Yeah. Mate, last week's pub court jury decision, putting ice in beer.
Yes, you've
Um,
you took out the surprise for me this time because I didn't know last week. I know ahead of time, and I'm disappointed in everyone.
yeah.
I'm disappointed in the jury.
I'm not. I'm honestly not. No, I think it's great. I even noticed Matty Wilson from Moffat Beach voted in the no.
Of course he did.
Shout out, Matty. Love you. Um, and I'm thinking about it now, and I shouldn't have voted yes. I did vote yes, but I shouldn't have. I didn't really think enough about the decision, so I'm going to go harder with my choices next time. But also, I haven't chat GPT'd anything for this week's pub court.
Either have I. Either have I.
No. So just I thought I cheated a little bit last week, so no, I'm just going to go off the cuff and
Yep.
yeah,
And run with it.
yeah. But yeah, so 70% of the jury said nah, ice in beer is no good. So we're going to lock that in as a result, and we
Yes.
can move on from there as a factoid. So we'll have more facts towards the end of the year that will
Yeah.
be surprising.
Yes.
Will be quite a polarizing podcast on beer if we
Oh
do
yes.
this. But
Very
it's not
much
just
so.
us voting. So yeah, if you want to vote, you can do. Just go on to facebook.com, what is it, /groups/Aussie Beer Voyage, and just ask to be admitted. And I admit everyone pretty quickly because I get a notification. I think because it's a private group. I don't know how to change it. I didn't know how to do it when I set it up. So, but anyway, that's where you go, and you can vote on this week's pub court as our juries, which is coming up later. So,
Yes.
how do you want to read the news, mate? Do you want to go one for one, or
Yeah, I reckon if you start with this one, because you found, like, obviously I sent the original thing to you, but
Yeah.
you found that review of this particular beer, which I still think is just. I think this takes the cake for most ridiculous ingredient added to a beer for
Do
me.
you really? Yeah, see, I don't.
Yeah.
So what we're talking about is the beer called When Nature Calls, or just Nature Calls.
Yeah.
And it's from Columbia Brewing.
No,
And
Columbia's the is
Columba?
the no.
Columbia's, oh, Breakside Brewing and
Yes.
Columba Sportswear.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it was bear shit, actual bear shit that was collected from the wild, put into the water, um, and made into beer. Now,
Yes.
I would drink it. I would 100% give it a try and see what it's like. I'm that guy. I tried the camel shit beer from the SA brewer, the Porter,
Yep.
at Gabs
Yeah.
a
Yep.
couple of years ago. I've brewed mushroom beers and turmeric beers and all sorts of stuff and done a shit beer. Well, some were shit, but not made with shit.
Mm.
I have smelled a beer that had an infection that smelled like shit at a beer tasting competition. So I've had my fair share of shit beer, let's just say. But I
Yes.
would I would drink this beer. I don't know what a huckleberry is. What's a huckleberry? Is it like a
It's a fruit,
loganberry or
isn't
a
it?
boysenberry?
Yeah. Yeah. It's like a shrub that produces this little berry and has this sort of weird flavor. It's very sort of Pacific Northwestern
Yeah,
in the US. Um,
yeah.
it's yeah, for me, I just go, why? Just what was the point? What does this add? I get it, but it is strange to see a brand like, I mean, Breakside make great beers. They are a great
Yep.
brewery. And we've seen breweries pair up with sporting companies, sports people, athletes, and things like that before. That's an uncommon thing. But I don't think I've seen anyone do something that is outside of just the norm with a sports company or some other between collabs between breweries. Cool, yeah, sure, that we kind of all expect that. But to go from Breakside Brewing, who does some weird stuff, to a brand like Columbia, which is a very well known international
Mm.
sports brand, it's unusual. It is really weird.
Well, my question is, do you reckon that it's more you, that they know that it's safe? Like they're obviously boiling it; it's going through the
Oh
kettle.
yes, so it's perfectly safe.
Um,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah. So I don't know who the first person was decided. Oh, let's try and taste this and see if we can make it into a beer.
That
That's a very
yeah.
weird premise
Yes.
on itself. But
Mm.
I mean, I guess someone's just looking for flavour and looking for that edge and just seeing what can happen.
Yeah.
I mean, if you
Yeah.
haven't heard about this beer, Nature Calls, the link is going to be in the show notes, so you can jump on and have a look. It's not the actual link. This is a couple of people doing a taste test of it, and yeah, I just think it's cool. I think it's awesome. I would 100% be
You
behind
know
it.
me, I'm a bit more safe with my beers.
Yeah, I just give things a try every now and again, see what happens.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I mean, look, good on them. I think it's I mean, it's a US brewery. I wasn't even subscribed to their Instagram, Facebook of either brands,
Yep.
but it's so big and has created such a stir about people going, "Oh, what is this? What are we doing here?" That it even popped up on my feeds. Usually, I don't see this sort of stuff, so clearly, it's having an effect. And I'm guessing it's probably having the effect that they wanted, is a bit of notoriety, a bit of publicity. So
Well, they
hopefully, it
advertised
works.
it as well during the Super Bowl,
Did that? I missed that.
so it
I
got some
did
eyes
not.
on it.
Yeah. Okay. So there's a lot of people that have seen this then.
So even if you weren't curious about tasting that beer, you might go, "Oh, what else do they brew?" and have a
Yeah,
look at other stuff. And
yeah,
this might be
and they
one of
do
those
make some cool
brand
beers.
movement things. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Now this next one, this brewery keeps making stirs. They have for the last. I mean, when was the last time that we heard this brewery being in the news for a good reason?
yeah,
Um,
yeah,
and I
yep,
mean, I should premise this that so we're talking about the news of BrewDog looking at selling, or the directorship approaching a company to sell the brewery and as a whole, or as parts if need be. And
yeah,
I should
yeah,
state this that the BrewDog Australia brand, love the team there, love the beers. Never have a bad word to say about those guys because they pretty much operate independently from
yeah.
BrewDog.
Except for Cuzzy and Tim, but
Yeah, yeah. Let's leave them out of it. We'll take them out of the equation. Um,
only
but
joking,
this,
boys. I do love you.
yeah, but BrewDog does have a tendency to get in the public eye in some not so great ways.
Yeah,
And I don't think that this is. I think this is probably probably one that I actually agree with in terms of the way they've handled this was pretty nasty. The fact that the staff had to find out about this from the media
and aren't
rather
going to get
than
any sort of money
no. So
improvement
there's
on their
no
shares, and
no. And anyone who's done any of those crowdfunding shares, if they've still got them, they're worth nothing.
yeah,
So
yeah,
anyone who sold them off in who got some of those crowdfunding shares, because let's be real, most of them weren't shares, and sold off when another crowdfunding event came up and sold them off and got a little bit of money back or made some money. Those are the guys that have done well and made a smart decision, because right now,
mm,
if anyone has them, they're not worth anything. As soon as
yeah.
they sell, they are gone. You have nothing.
Yeah, I think too, like in the article, talks about that James Watt is trying to rally around and raise some money so that he can buy it all back,
Yes.
and have a bigger controlling interest than what he's already got,
Yeah.
again, which is odd. Like they've got quite a large presence in India.
Yes. Yep.
Australia, they brew here and send rather all the rest of the product to the other BrewDog venues.
Yes.
Um, they closed a couple of breweries in Scotland just
Yes,
recently.
they have.
They've
Yep.
pulled back on their distilling.
Yep.
For a company that last year lost 37 million and has 75 venues with like 1,200 employees, it's someone's making a lot of money in there somewhere,
Yes.
like employee wise, that needs to be trimmed. And it's a business case. Like you'd have to go and look at the business itself and go, all right, what's going on here?
What?
And you're going
Why?
to start
Yeah.
with employees, because you're going to go, right, well, who's up here top earning that we don't
Yep.
need? Cut them
Yes.
out. Because you still need operation staff. You still need people to serve people. You still need people to cook food. You still need people to clean the place. Like,
Make the beer.
yeah,
Still.
yeah, that's right. Like they're people you need
Yes.
in these businesses. Whereas the top people who I'd be shaking in my boots, I reckon, if I was a
Oh, because when you've got a company that big, especially like I mean, we talk about unnatural growth in brewing, and we've seen brands that have done this unnatural growth and grown before they've needed to, which has resulted in some pretty unfortunate closures, administrations, and liquidations. But when you get that big, you're almost playing up with the leagues of the big boys of the macros as how big they are. And to make a $37 million loss, like holy
yeah, well,
crap.
but we don't know everything because, like, I haven't studied it. I'll be honest, but you don't know where that $37 million loss has come from. Like, has it come from putting a lot of venues out into India or places like that haven't yet realised a profit? Because a lot of that comes with bedding in with training and marketing, and when
So
you put a new venue
yeah,
in,
yeah.
it's not just nuts
So
and bolts on the venue. There's
yes.
marketing. There's a lot
So
of downflow that
yep.
comes with that.
So a lot of that came from their decision to go into distillation. A lot of
Yeah,
that lot, they invested a lot of money, and they went, we can't keep investing money, which is why they shut down
100%.
the
Yeah.
Lone Wolf
But
brand.
there's been a lot of
And
little reasons too, right? Because they were
yeah,
also doing
there'll be some
marinades and
small
sauces and things like that.
yeah, operational level stuff. But clearly there's an issue internally that they've gone, okay, we need to fix this. We can't keep going down this track. Otherwise, we are going to have to keep closing venue after venue after venue.
Yeah,
And once that's that downward spiral, there's not much you can do. it's
yeah.
it kind of takes a hold of itself. So I mean, really, real shame for the staff and the guys that are working the day to day ops of these venues and breweries. But yeah, I think the way they handled that by staff having to find out from the media rather than
Oh,
from
yeah.
their own employee, that was man, that's brutal.
Yeah, I
That
haven't, I
is
haven't been to any of the other Australian venues, like in
no, either
Sydney
have
or
I.
Melbourne. And where is there one in WA as well?
Honestly, I can't
But
remember.
yeah, I don't know how many we've got in Australia or whatever,
Yeah,
but I haven't been to any of them. I've been to the Valley and Murray, the brewery.
yeah,
And if they're going to keep brewing, they're not going to sell off the Australian arm. Like, why
no,
would you? Because there's so many venues. The venues would be surely making money because they've gone epic with the venues and they're just a good
yeah,
place to go and get something to eat and
yes,
drink, obviously, too. But the Valley one, I must admit, every time I've gone in there, it's freaking quiet. Like I've gone in there on some times where the Valley's pumping and
yeah.
like you've
It,
walked
it's
into like somewhere else. And
it's
I have been
strange.
in there where it's tightly packed and you can hardly move as well, and everywhere else is quiet.
Yeah,
So I don't know.
yeah. It's interesting. Because I said the same thing ages ago. I went, how the hell is this place running? But then I've gone in other times and gone, oh yeah, I can see how it's still running because it is absolutely packed. Um, but yeah, so I can't see, and I hope we don't see any changes or any changes or closures within the Australian branch, because I think they do a really good job here. I mean, I quite often, if I've been overseas, I'll go see what the local BrewDog venue is, and I have to say the one in Las Vegas is next level. That is awesome because it's like Valley Hops. It's up on a rooftop, so
Yeah,
you
cool.
actually look out over the strip. The bar, when you face it, you've got windows all around that actually look out over the strip, so you can see the MGM Grand, you can see Luxor, you can see all of those big casinos that everyone knows from the movies and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
it's such a great view. And the service was fantastic as well, plus the beers.
Yep. Yep.
But I really hope that these guys, especially the Australian branch, pull through this and
Yeah.
just keep operating.
Mate, moving
But
on
we should
to
probably move to a bit more
yeah,
local news.
some Australian news. So yeah, man. First one out of the I don't know why I'm leaning back here in my recliner, just kicking back. Um,
Getting comfortable with
yeah, that's right. This is just a small bit of news, but I did want to ask you a question. So, Lockie, ex
it.
ballistic
Yes.
Lockie, now well brewed Lockie, and also FAFF beer Lockie,
Mm.
put a post up the other day. Almost sans beard, but the beard's coming back. I can see. You can see he's got a
Yes.
bit of a beard
Yeah,
going.
yeah.
I hope he's coming up for Queensland Awards judging.
That
I
would be
don't know.
awesome. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I haven't asked him. But yeah, he said that he's brewing a new beer. Actually, he might not be because depending on where that is on the schedule, he might be.
He might be brewing
Yeah, he
it.
might be brewing it. Well, it's in tank. I'm pretty sure because he was on the brew
Yeah,
deck.
right. Okay.
So maybe he's just got to get his dry hopping schedule in because all he does is IPAs,
Yeah.
big stonking IPAs, and some great things. Um, oh, hang on, there we go. Had to turn off a stupid notification from Adobe, freaking PDF reader of all things. Yeah, but so FAF beer, I like this model. So Lockie's not the only one who's doing it. Bringing out a
Mm.
beer and doing like it's not a subscription, but you've got to jump on and pre-order before he's ready, and then he cans all the beer and sends it out to you, and we all go, "Woohoo! Great beer, thanks, Lockie, amazing stuff," which is great because makes good beer as well. But do
Yep.
you think that that's the way that some breweries are going to need to go to some extent, or do you think that it's because I kind of do it a
Look,
little bit, and a lot of breweries do it. I know it happens all the time. We sell a lot of our beer through pre-orders
yes,
when I do a release, and I know many brewers do too. I know Sea Legs have got their smoked pineapple and jalapeno pre-launch coming out soon as well.
yep.
Um, is that how it's going to go? Are we constantly just feeding the public before we even have the beer now to buy the beer before it comes out? Like it used
Look,
to be
I
the
think,
new one, and you
yeah,
used to go to the new one. Like there used to be lines around Range every week to get the new beers.
yes.
That's sort of toned down a bit now because everyone's just so busy and doing different shit. But I don't know. Where do you reckon? What's happening?
Look, I think, realistically, I think breweries aren't going to be able to sustain that model indefinitely if they go down this route of pre-selling, making this sort of stuff. I think for Lockie, this is more of just a bit of fun for him.
Well, I think it
But
totally works for Lockie because he just wants to brew a
yes,
beer. He brews what he
he just
wants.
wants to brew a beer, have some fun,
Yep.
make a little bit of money if he can out of it.
I
But
don't
it's
even think he's
just about
making money. There's no way he's making
no.
money out of
I
these.
think if he's happy if he covers his costs,
Yeah, man.
it's
The
just about
hops
him
that are
having fun
going
and
into
being back
these
on.
are
Yeah,
huge.
yeah. Yeah. The costs
His
of
wife is
making his
probably
beers.
like going, another beer?
It's like really, yeah. Look, I don't think. Look, there have been breweries that have their whole model was around that pre-sale, um, build the hype up, pre-sale before release,
Yep.
sell it, it's gone, doesn't come back, get rid of it. Um, I think that model by itself will not work or doesn't work long term for a brewery.
Yep.
Um, Eventually,
Because you got more
people,
lines, you got public wanting to come in, you've got your venue.
yeah,
There's a lot
exactly.
of
It
moving
makes it,
parts in a venue like a
yeah,
brewery that's set up as a
and
brewery.
as we both know, that quite often there is not a huge amount in most breweries built business models, depending on how it's built. There's not a huge margin in pack product.
Yep.
There's not a huge amount. So for me, and there can't be a huge amount of margin in what he's selling because we both know the cost of hops these days. We both know the cost of production.
Yeah.
And
I
his
know, it's
pricing
funny
is
though. Hey,
not
like
extortionate.
I never bat an eyelid when he does a pre-order out. I'm like, as soon as I see it, I'm like, bang,
No.
buy it. I want it, like, because he
Yep.
makes great
Thank
beers.
you. Yes. I can't see this being a workable model for breweries unless it is from the get go. I can't see breweries being able to move to this model. One, no one's going to. For the majority, people have built or breweries have built a lot of their businesses around tap rooms. You can't do that with tapped beer. It doesn't work.
I disagree.
You
I
can't
100% think that you can, but
really.
it's a different release and it's a different way to do it. I think you can do it. You've got to trick the public without not trick the public. You've got to entice them with a deal,
Yep.
like if it, and make it attractive. Like if you're going to do a release of a beer, have a ticketed event and do something crazy for the event. Like say you're going to come to the thing, everyone gets a ticket at the door, and you can win a case of this beer or win your height in this beer on cans stacked top to bottom,
Yeah. Yep.
sort of thing, right? But you buy your ticket for $15, and on arrival you get a pint of this beer as you come.
Yep.
I would go to that event. 100%. Your ticket, you get your beer. That's
Yep.
100% done and dusted. But then you're also one of the first. So there's a company called, I forget what it's called now. I was looking at it the other day, but it does like photo booths. So you can get photo booths, and it does frames and stuff around you, so you can do memories and things like that, and it gets automatically emailed to you or
Yep.
posted to your social media and shit like that. So you do things like that little activation in there as well, and then you do like all these other little bits of activation. So you don't just have one attractant, you have multiple, and you make that beer. It's not just about the beer, it's not just about your venue, it's about that time and place is an experience, and that's what people remember and connect to your venue. and to your beer. And
Yeah.
if you can make that
Yeah.
relationship connection, multiple threaded, that's what's going to win in the long run.
Oh, look,
And I think
I
it
don't,
can work. I don't think it'll work for every single beer. Like, people aren't going to come
no,
every week.
and I don't think you can do it for every single beer that you release at the brewery.
No.
I think you can do it. You can do it with
You
really
pick the
cool
balance.
limited releases. You pick your cool beers. Yes, you're going to have other releases that aren't going to fit that demographic, but it needs to be something interesting. I think using it as a tool to help promote the brewery, get people who may not have been into the brewery into the brewery, and using it as a tool rather than a business model is the way to use that sort of idea of pre-order, get the beer out, get it done, because at the end of the day, a lot of breweries rely on frequent customers.
Yeah. Well, I think too, you can't just rely on the beer to be the vehicle anymore. You need stubby
there
coolers,
needs to be
you
an
need merch,
attraction.
you need some stickers, you
Yes.
need stuff. People
Yeah.
like stuff. I love giving stuff out. Like, I'm constantly looking for the new
I like
thing.
getting stuff.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah,
My entire wardrobe.
yeah.
My
I'm
entire wardrobe is
working on
full of
stuff.
beer shirts.
I'm hoping soon to announce that I've got something cool to be at the Canberra Beer and Cider Festival next month that Carbon 6 are going to, because I've got something in the pipeline which is super cool stuff. And if I can pull it off, it's going to be a massive long shot, but if I can pull it off, I reckon it's going to be super cool, and people will be talking about it for ages. So
Yeah. Cool.
Mate, I'm just going to pause for a second and go and get another beer because I smashed that Nova Dust super quick.
Jeez.
All right. Yep. With the passage of time, how quick was that? I went and got my beer in instantly. But I had to get a peach Quincy. I thought about the Singularity, and it's yummy and tasty, but you can't follow a Nova Dust with
no.
the Singularity.
How is the peach? I'm not even gonna try and say that.
Peach
Quincy.
Peach Quincy. It's like frequency, But no, it's so good. It had the peacherine hop keef from Freestyle Hops in it, and it just keeps growing, like in the can.
Yeah, I've heard that once you leave it for a bit, it does develop, which is interesting. I'm gonna have to get some to give it a go.
Look at it. Such a good beer.
Yeah, nice. Jeez, that head's actually holding up all right. Jesus, you've actually got a clean glass as well.
Freaking professional, mate. I'm mucking around here. No, this beer has come out really, really nice. I'm actually surprised. I actually don't like peaches. I don't like stone fruit. I don't like peaches, apricots, nectarine. I'm just not a fan of them. Probably something. But I remember when I put a tree in our backyard when I was a kid, and it would keep fruiting, and then you kept standing on them. They'd go between your toes, and as a kid, it was fucking gross. So I just don't like stone fruit. And this, though, is just super nice, like it's super drinkable. The peach notes are definitely there, but there's so much other tropical notes. Like there's Mochaweka, Rawaka. It's just. But anyway, this podcast isn't about me and my beers. Well, it is, but not all of them.
So the next one, I saw this and I thought this was really interesting. I hadn't seen this. I knew that Two Bays, obviously, Two Bays, the brewery that wholly and solely does gluten-free beers.
Yeah.
There's not many of them in Australia. Like, a lot of breweries do gluten-free beers in terms of like a ginger beer or something like that. But there's only a couple of breweries that dedicate 100% of their product to gluten-free products.
Mate, call me ignorant. I literally thought Two Bays were the only one.
Yeah, well, there's who else? You've got O'Brien's.
I know a lot of other breweries use Clarax in every single brew that they do.
Yep.
But I don't reckon grain with gluten has passed through the doors at Two Bays ever.
No, it hasn't.
Yeah.
They have specifically
like 100% gluten free, and which I love, and as you were saying, like it's super admirable and awesome. Thankfully for me, I'm not gluten intolerant because I could eat them.
Oh no, the day that happens, I'm going to be very disappointed if I ever become a celiac.
I'll just push through it.
But Two Bays, good on them. They are holding their 5th annual Free the Taps takeover event as part
Yeah,
of Celiac Awareness Week. And I've got quite a few friends that are celiac, so this is really cool. That I can actually, hopefully, there is a bar in sort of Brisbane that will have this, but they've got 70 taps across the country in 11 venues between
yeah,
the 13th and 20th of March, that they are changing out their normal taps to their gluten-free range. They got 14 different beers that they do
yeah,
in
yeah.
gluten-free, and they do everything from crazy sours to lagers. They've got a margarita sour. They do IPAs, session ales, pale ales, XPAs, stouts, the whole lot.
They
And
it's, they do something for everyone, and
yes,
the beers are good. Like that's, I
oh,
think a lot of
there are
people are
some of their
surprised with that. Yeah, yeah. Like
yeah, some of their products. There are a couple that you go, yeah, maybe you can taste there's something different. But some of
yeah,
them, if you got handed them, you wouldn't know. The guys down there do such a great job.
yep,
I mean, they've got the patent, or they buy in the patented product, so you can only get the malt
yeah.
that they use from them. So they,
Well, a quick look on their page. It looks like my beer dealer, which I would assume at Albert Street,
yep,
would be their go-to because that's the one that
yep.
is highlighted. But yeah,
So
like reading
we
the
do have
article,
one.
a lot of the publican, old mate, well, Sydney Sweeney's, um,
Mm,
uh,
Sweeney's,
Sydney
yeah,
Hotel Sweeney's.
Hotel Sweeney's,
Yeah, I'll get that right.
yeah,
Uh, Sydney Sweeney's. There's too many Sydney Sweeney's in the world.
Jesus,
Peter Anstey, the GM, he's been there the whole time, and he said that it's grown in demand. He can see it at his pub. Obviously, too, it's
yeah,
turnover, right? The more population that you attract and the bigger audience that you get, you're going to get more of these questions asked, which, you know, part of the course.
yeah,
And that's fine. And you want to
yeah,
appreciate and be able to give back to these people who do need these
yeah,
beers or just want to try them. Sometimes people just want to try
yeah,
them as well. And
yeah. I
what's
mean,
interesting is he said,
I
like,
mean,
has to clean the couplers, the lines, the
yes, the whole
glassware.
lot. Yeah,
Yeah, because a celiac, like, yeah, you might run this event. That's all well and good. But a celiac only needs like a little bit of gluten to fricking
and
be
they're
treated.
sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
you know where you want to
Richard.
be. You want to be in that pub before they start cleaning those lines because
Oh
they would
yes,
be running them out, going, "You want a jug of beer? You want to
yes, yeah, yeah, yeah. Because I mean, the CEO, Richard, because I think he got diagnosed later in life, so he wasn't always a celiac.
yeah,
He developed it. So for him, he's just gone, I love beer. I'm not going to give up beer. I need to come up with a way to
make beer
get
for everyone."
products that I still want to drink.
Yep.
So this is really cool. I really I think this is probably one of the best events to try and bring in punters that can't usually go to the pub and
It's
enjoy
a,
beer.
it's a very
It
unique event though, like
it
because
is.
it's super inclusive in that we can go to any pub we want and get a beer.
Yep.
But if you're a celiac, you can't. And
Yeah.
or if you're gluten intolerant or you're trying to drink a gluten reduced diet, which is a lot of
Yep.
people these days try and do it.
Yeah.
I don't know why. As I said, I love gluten. It does love me. But
Yeah.
like people get to go and they get out and experience and have a good time. And Clarex, though, like there's some breweries that do use Clarex 100%, and they can't say they're gluten free, but they're gluten reduced, things
Yes.
like that. So
And the thing with that is Australia is one of the few countries that has that rule in place.
yeah,
In
yep,
the UK, Clarex is actually a standard thing used. It's not the exception, it's almost the rule. There are
yeah.
so many breweries and pubs that you can go to that they just go, "Oh, yep, that's a gluten-free beer," or "That's a gluten-free," because they can state it's gluten-free. And you can walk into any pub. But here, because of the issues around that, you can't even really market that it's gluten reduced because you need to send it off for testing. There's that
You
cost.
can say gluten
So
reduced, you
it's
can't say gluten free. So if you want to say gluten
no,
free, you've got to send it off every single batch, to be
Yep.
tested to make sure that it's done. You can say gluten reduced because it is,
Yeah.
but that does not mean
But
gluten free.
but I'm pretty sure with that, it was Burley Brewing. They were sending their beer off. They couldn't say that Burley Big Head was gluten free
Yep,
because it was still made from a barley product.
yep.
They even with Clarix, they couldn't say that it's gluten free. They still had to send it off for testing to state that it was gluten reduced. So even using the Clarix, they would still have to send it off, and they
Wouldn't
sent it off
surprise
for
me
I
if
think it
they
was
were just
nearly
trying
10
to
years.
get it through, and they said, "Yep, it can't detect gluten." You go, "Great, we're gluten free, gluten free on this batch."
Yeah, it's yeah. I mean, the threshold is insane, but also the requirement is you can't call it gluten free if it's made from a gluten produced product, which is mental. But that's just the rules in Australia. We've got to follow them.
Yeah,
So, but I think this is a great initiative. This is the 5th year running. So, for those that are celiac, gluten intolerant, or want to reduce their gluten intake, check out their some of the pubs. There's as I said, I think it was what was there? There was 11 venues. Hopefully, we can see in the next couple of years that increases.
yeah, yeah, 100%. Mate, the next one is pretty close to you and I, up here in Queensland, but I think
Mm.
it's the headline itself. Um, like,
It's a bit deceiving.
man, it's such freaking clickbait. Hey, like it's been
Oh,
sent to me by so many mates. Like, oh,
gotta love the Courier Mail.
your mate's
Gotta love
brewery is selling, and I'm like, oh, not your mate's, freaking like, because my mate is Mitch who runs Padre Brewing. But your mates, I just realised, fucking
Yep.
hell, Christian and Matt, you confused the whole freaking industry with calling your place your mates. Um,
Yep.
yeah, so Padre is not for sale. The building
Mm.
that Padre is in is for sale, and that comes with um, a long-term tenant ready to go, similar to
Yep.
what. Um, who's the? Is it Matzo? Is it your Monday?
Yes.
What
Yeah.
they're trying to do, if not already has been. But
Yep.
yeah, they want someone to buy the building and just be the long-term tenant and go, hey, buy the building, you have the building, we're here, good investment opportunity,
Yep.
all that sort of stuff. Um, yeah, bit scary though to see, Padre for sale. No, Padre is not for sale. They've spent a lot of money on that
Yes.
venue. They're selling a lot of beer. I don't
I
know
mean,
how
we should
many.
be very. I mean, they should be very clear about it. Is that it is a secured lease.
Yeah,
It's not the new owner of the building
can't kick them
can't do
out.
anything. It can't. It is a completely secured lease.
Yeah, no. Well,
Um.
the amount they spent on the fit out there, if you bought the building, you'd want to keep them there anyway. You'd be like, I'm going to move in
Yes.
around the corner, and this is going to be me.
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, I haven't actually gone down yet to check
Oh,
them
mate,
out.
you've got to go.
I know
You've
the
got to go.
photos that I've seen of that venue. It
Mate,
is
the
stunning.
the beers. Anyone who asks me, I talk about it all the time. I love the venue, the fit out, everything. Everything has been thought of. It's
Yep.
it's the new venue of the future. It's where venues need to go and need to understand if what they need to do to attract a crowd and to make
Yep.
the money.
It's a
Um,
venue first, brewery second.
Mate,
That's how it's
people
got to
will
be.
drink the beer, the wine, the spirits, the soft drink, eat the food. It doesn't matter what's around. If the service is fantastic and the venue is appealing and amazing,
Yeah.
um, that's going to trump it. And while, yes, the beer, like Mitch brews freaking great beers anyway, we all know that too,
Mm.
which is just a bonus. But um, if you can provide, great service and a place where people actually want to go to drink, like it just, even in the
Yep.
pictures, it's just a place that looks like you go, I just want to go there and have a beer. Like it just looks like a cool
Yes.
spot to sit down and have a drink because it is. Because
Yes.
they've thought of every little detail and
Yep.
like stuff that you
Well,
wouldn't even think that would be thought of.
yeah.
Like there's a
Well, I
Jack
mean,
the Joker game at the
yeah.
door. There's a big ass bell. There's all these keys in like 52
Yeah,
slots
love. Yeah, yeah.
on key rings. I don't even know if they've played the game yet because I think they've just been too busy.
Yeah.
But you got to book to be able to get in. You got like a 3-hour seating window, and then you got to fuck off. Um,
Jeez.
Oh,
I mean,
I could be
that's
wrong. Like I may be paraphrasing, but I know that it's freaking busy. You got a book to get in there.
yes,
But yeah, and so if they play this game, your key unlocks this little door, and that sets the bell off, which is a big fire bell that goes ding 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 ding, and
yeah,
you've
yeah,
won. But on the freaking bell, this little silver sticker just around the center of the bell is like a Padre sticker. It's not like this is a fire bell or the brand of the fire bell
yeah,
or
yeah.
anything. It's a friggin' silver bell sticker
Mm.
that says Padre Brewing, Padre brings the boom or something like that. It's
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
if you're thinking about a little silver sticker on a bell for a game that you probably play once a week, mate,
Yep.
what else are you thinking of? You are thinking of every single other detail of customer interaction in that venue, which
Yeah.
is
Well, I mean, the
top
one of
notch.
the co-found. Yeah. Well, I mean, one of the co-founders, being Aaron Wilson, who obviously was the founder of Zapickle.
Yeah. Oh,
And he's been in the hospo game for so long. He knows how to do this stuff. If anyone's been into Zapickle, it is the burgers, the food is phenomenal.
yeah,
Service
yeah.
is always good. Um,
Well, that's what I mean, and
love
that's
their
why,
burger
like,
joint.
I reckon this
Yeah.
is just they've spent the money, but you can see where the money's gone. You can see
Yes.
what it
It's not
does.
wasted. It's not wasted in spending a crazy amount of money on stainless steel or on ridiculous back of house stuff that isn't going to actually bring people in or give customers a good experience.
No,
I
but
mean, we
Mitch
both
does
know.
have a air conditioned brewery, so
I mean, so did
how
I at
many of
one
them are
point.
around?
So,
There's not too many of them around.
but I think that was, yeah, that's a bit of a freak for people going, oh my God, what's going on here? No, it's not for sale. The brewery
No,
is not for sale, just the building.
yeah,
And if you
100%.
are, and if you did think about that and go, oh crap, oh my God, they're only just turned up. I should have gone and supported them. Go and support them because that's what keeps them there.
Yeah, yeah, 100%.
And that should be the rule for everyone is
I
go
love,
support
I
your
love
local
the place.
brewery.
I've been there 3 times.
Yeah.
Thanks to Mitch. I get some exclusive tours and tasty beers, but yeah, the venue is cool. It's a place to go and check out for sure. It just oozes cool. There's a lot of cool stuff, food in there. The beers obviously are fantastic. And the thing is too, like when they opened, Mitch was saying they were selling so much beer, like in the first couple of weekends, that he'd walk
Yeah.
in and he was dreading walking in and looking in the cold room to see how many empty kegs there were, because his tanks, he doesn't have huge tanks because it's not that
No,
sort of
that
place,
what are
right?
they, 1,000 liters?
Yeah, yeah. So it's not the sort of place
Yeah.
where you sort of expect that to turn over, but they've just been so busy because it was school holidays. They opened right at the end of November or early
Yeah.
December. So
Yeah.
I said to him, the
Perfect time to
problem with that, right?
open.
You've opened and you've got this massive rush. I said, but it's just busy. All the beer sales and that, while everything will be a highlight, it's all going to sell out. You don't really see what's a standout because you don't know.
Yeah.
You don't know what the locals are
No.
really loving or anything because everything's just gone. It's just selling.
No.
So the next few months will be where that all comes out. I reckon you'll see it all start to shake out in the wash. You'll get those reports. You'll be like, oh yeah, the locals are drinking this, or they drink this on a weekend, and during the week it's these sort of things. So yeah,
Yeah.
I reckon it's exciting. It's great for venues
Yeah.
like that to start. And I think for me, like as someone who's looking for a venue for our brand, that's an aspiration. We're not going to spend what they
Yes.
spend on their venue.
Mm.
But it's
$2 million
aspiring
on the
and
fit out.
inspiring. Oh, mate. Yeah. But yeah, it's the sort of thing that I just believe that's where breweries need to go. And there were breweries
Yes.
down. This is not even
You and I.
we were talking about
No.
on this, but
No, we've divulged. But
we've gone off
you
on
and
a
I
tangent.
both agree on that. This is definitely the future of breweries. Is hospitality focused, deliver a good experience to consumers.
Yep.
The beer needs to be secondary. It needs to be good quality product, but
Yeah,
it is secondary to the consumer's experience.
for sure, for shizzle.
Yep.
Okay,
The
mate.
time has come.
The time has come.
The time has come.
Pub court.
Pub court.
So we need to flip a coin. You have the coin flipper app.
I've actually gone really low grade and low school this time, and I'm keeping it here, and it is a bottle cap.
Okay. Righto.
Heads is the top of heads is.
I thought you had the app downloaded.
No, because it takes forever and it gives me a million ads. So that was really annoying.
Yeah, fair enough.
So
maybe I might. I'm in the middle of
so bottle cap.
writing an app, like for beer judging. I might write a coin flip app. I'll do something for us. We'll see.
If you can do that, that would be amazing.
Yeah. No, that'll be easy. That's a piece of piss. Do you want me to set the timer for a minute and a half? I'll do the timer.
Yep. So I'm going to flip it.
Yep. So are you going to call? Or do I call?
Oh, yes. No, you call. You call. It's all good, and you get to choose.
So we got a bottle cap. Can I look at the bottle cap? Okay.
So heads is the top.
Too much. Righto. Yep.
Sorry.
Yeah. No, I was
heads
just
is the top. What were you thinking I was doing? Trying to cheat?
Righto. No. I just want to make sure what I'm calling is what's probably going to win.
So, heads is obviously the top of the cap. Tails is the bottom of the cap.
Gotcha.
All right. What are you calling?
What does heads mean? Defense or prosecution? We need to decide that before.
Yes.
I'll let you get to decide that. I get to call.
There we go. So I'm going to say heads is prosecution. Tails is defense.
Defense.
So, God damn it, you got me saying it now.
All right. I'm going to call heads.
Ended up on tails. You're on defense on this one.
All right. So I need to argue for why we are correct.
Yeah. Now, we haven't even told everyone what the case is. And this is one I think this is one that I've seen, and shout out to Brisbane Beer Barons because I see this so often on there. Is hazy IPAs only. Everything else is mid. Basically saying that you're not a craft beer drinker unless you're only drinking big hazy IPAs. Now, we say hazy IPAs. I just think we should probably just keep it to big beers, big IPAs, fruity things.
No.
Hazy? We're going to stick it to hazy.
It says hazy IPA, so that's what we're sticking with, mate.
All right. You're going to have fun with that.
All right.
As the prosecution, I think I will let you go first.
Well, okay. All right, I'll start my timer. I hope it makes a noise at the end. If it doesn't, just trust me. I'll call it because
Yep.
Case in point, my first two beers and only beers this evening have been a couple of hazy IPAs. Why would you need to drink anything else? I've had a Nova Dust, which is a hazy IPA, and a Peach Quincy, which is also a New Zealand hazy IPA. I haven't just drunk one from one country. I've taken it global. A hazy IPA, it has morphed from more than just being a NEPA. These days, it's a juicy hazy IPA. It's a hazy IPA. You can get a West Coast hazy IPA. Don't tell me that not everyone likes a hazy IPA. Some people only drink hazy IPAs. Do you know why? Because everything else is mid. You know why they're mid? Because they're not flavorful. They're not punching through with the hops. They're not giving the expressions that people want. People have come to know beer as hop forward, fruit forward, full on flavor. The haze, look at it. You know what it gives you? Enjoyment, flavor, fruit, hops. What more could you want? I'm not even going to use the rest of my time. My argument is valid and it stands. The defense rests, right?
I could see the struggle in your face there. Oh.
All right. You tell me when you're ready to go. 17 seconds on the clock. Left to go.
All right. Your Honour.
All right, hang on. Go.
Oh, yeah, Your Honour. The defence has basically said that the only thing is Hazy IPA and everything else is mid. Are we saying that every other beer that hardworking brewers produce are mid? Are we really saying that big West Coast IPAs, big Imperial Stouts, Gozes, his own favorite beer, is mid?
Oh no.
Are we really saying that that you shouldn't be able to enjoy a well-made beer full of flavor unless it has some haze in it? Now, what happens if it starts hazy and over time drops clear? Does that mean that it then becomes not a good beer and it's now become mid? Somehow we've had a great product that has just gone mid because it has lost its haze. I think you've gone over the top and they're reaching. The prosecution rests.
Oh. You know what was painful more about that than anything else?
The Gozer.
The Goza. The Goza. Not only that, because I nearly grabbed a Goza as my second beer. And I was like, oh, this has worked out great. I didn't even think about that, but I've got 2 hazy IPAs I'm drinking tonight.
And then I've just had to shit on my favourite beer style.
mine's mine's Goza. So
Yeah.
you talked it up, which is great. So shout out
Yep.
Max from Filter. He doesn't even know it's a beer style, but anyway.
Yeah. I'm going to be interested to see how this goes.
yeah, can't wait to throw that up and see what happens with the pub jury. So
Yep.
the pub court jury, if you want to get involved, all you need to do is go to our Facebook group, facebook.com/groups/Aussie Beer Voyage. If you're not already a member, ask to join. I will apply you straight away pretty much because I'm pretty awesome. But otherwise, that's where you go and vote. And yeah, we want to see the results. And next week we will read out said results and see,
Yep. How
see
it
where
ended up.
everyone's at.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
That was a good argument. I like the way we're doing it. I think it's a better way we're doing it.
Yeah. I think that worked. I'm happy to make you say that your favorite beer styles are shit. And mid, I'm happy to run that argument every week.
Beer styles. Like, see what everyone says. Like, Gozer is 100% my favorite, but everyone goes, "Oh, what's your favorite beer?" And I was like, "The next one." Like,
yeah, that's fair. Now, this is a thing that you put in last week about.
yes. So the end of the show.
Yes, shouting out an industry legend. This one is obviously I've nominated this one, and this is for Jezza from Cheeky Peak. He has been an absolute legend helping me out. For those who aren't aware, the TAFE Brewing course, we've had to move into our own facility, meaning that I had a very short period of time to try and organize how to install and build a brewery somewhere in one of our campuses.
Yeah.
Which has resulted in me reaching out to Jezza last year and going through the process, talking to him, going, "Hey, look, need a small kit." So we're ending up with, and we've got most of the parts already put in place and everything like that, of a nice little 300 litre brew house from them. This is a unusual circumstance. I've never had to install something this small and this sort of on this sort of level. So this is definitely was a bit of a challenge. So he was absolutely super helpful with the whole thing, and they make really good products. When everything turned up, I was like, holy crap.
Yeah, nice.
Like the quality of the stainless, the tanks were fantastic. I mean, everyone knows about sort of your Kegland, Keg King.
Yep.
But Cheeky Peak, definitely if you haven't used them or you're thinking of buying a small brew house for your home, for home brewers, or even a pilot kit for your brewery, check them out because some of their kits are fantastic.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, cool. Mate, nice shout out. Next week, what have you got anything for the pub court? Are we going to take something out of our list, or are we going to make a different list? Or how about if you've got something that you would like us to get judged in the pub court, we want to hear about it. We want to know. So comment on any of our podcasts anywhere that you can, or jump on the Facebook group, facebook.com/group/Aussie Beer Voyage. We'll get you in there. And let us know a topic for us to put into Pub Court so that we can bring it up next week. And we'll then get the group to vote on it and find out yay or nay. If not, we do have a list of a whole bunch of cool stuff that we're going to work through if we don't have. So, yeah, there's going to be a whole lot of cool things that we get to talk about. So,
Yep.
Nice. Anything else, mate, before we close up?
No, I think that's it. I mean, we're next week we're going to be pretty busy. We're judging beer all week, so
Yeah, we're going to need to record this. Oh, when are we going to record this? We might not get to record.
I mean, we could. Yeah, or we could be really risky and try and record it on the Tuesday afternoon. So we're staying in the same hotel.
No. No, that's after judging. That's not happening.
Our brains are going to be fried. Yeah, no, our brains will be fried.
Yeah, let's not do night. That. Maybe we do a Sunday night. We'll do an early week one.
Yes, actually, that's a good idea.
Can that work for you?
And yep, that works for me. And if you do watch that and then you go, hang on, they didn't include this beer news, it's because we're recording it early. So do not judge us.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
we will be judging.
Yeah, it's a short week if you want to get in, but if you do post a thing that you want us to talk about on Pub Court, we'll add it to the list for sure. And anything that is user questioned, we will push to the top of the list instead of the list that was generated by ChatGPT. So, way more cool. Mate, this is a big episode, and I've nearly finished my second beer in space of an hour.
Well played.
I'm going to go and have another one. So
fair enough. Well, you enjoy that beer and have a good evening. And
actually, if anyone is still listening, we'll talk about this next week. But launching this week, actually, Carbon 6 going to be the show's official sponsor for beer. So we're going to put my Carbon 6 hat on. No, I'm not wearing one.
No, please don't put that on the right way around. It looks weird.
What are you talking about?
Ugh. I feel like I need to have a shower after seeing that.
What's wrong? Oh, dear. Carbon 6 are going to be a proud sponsor of the Spill The Pint podcast, which is awesome for me because I've got access to the product pretty easily, and I've been sending Matt beers today. Actually, I'm pretty sure they got picked up and sent out. So,
sweet.
Yeah. So
nice.
Enjoy, but yeah, expect to see more beers chatted about Carbon 6. But that's it. That's us.
Cool.
And we're out.
Awesome. That's us done.
We need intro and outro music. So someone come back to us with that too.
Yes, please. Someone send us an idea for intro and outro music.
That's right. All right. Cheers.
Catch you, mate.